Good morning. It is 9:05. The bins just opened 5 minutes ago. We've not been here in a couple weeks, so I was like, Zap, let's get up and go to the bins early. We, of course, did not remember our cart, but before you say anything, we just dropped off the haul this morning. There was no room for a cart. We can't leave the cart in the car because between thrifting and football season and Costco, like there's no room to just leave a cart indefinitely. Oh, there's a spot right there.
Oh, yeah.
There's no room to leave a cart indefinitely in the car. So if there's not a cart, it's fine. We got our arms, we got bags, we will make it happen. So let's go inside to see if we can flip for a profit at the Goodwill bins. Let's go. I'm so glad that I packed a jacket because it's about 40 degrees in here and it's freezing.
All right, right off the bat here, we found Basil and the Lost Colony. Gonna grab that. I don't know that it's terribly old, but it's fun. Been in the library.
That's cute. I'm gonna grab that.
We're short a book bin today here. I don't know why. Maybe they just didn't have very many books. Spied a corner of something under here. Oh, Kidnapped. That's a good classic there. Let's see what year this one was printed. It's an old one, 1925. If there's any art in here. Oh yeah, colored art.
I think this paper will come off really easy, and this would be the perfect size for a tree ornament, like on a larger tree.
Hey, there's a new book bin. All right, we've got a couple more editions. Good Reader's Digest. Also, we found a couple Bobbsey Twin books. Indian Hollow and In the Great West. And then this one, I don't know what it is yet. I just grabbed it because I like the cover. It's like another, oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite stories ever. I have read this book several times, watched the movie that Disney put out, the old one. I need them to do a new remake of it, see how they do. Hopefully if they do it, they do a good job. I don't know. That's wishful thinking, I think.
Front makeover. Oh my god, this is like a good size too because it's not too big. We're just gonna have to make a pile over here on the floor of stuff.
Oh, Liza's gonna be excited. I don't know where our copy is of this, and she's read all the Twilight books. She's a huge Stephenie Meyer fan, and she hasn't read The Host yet, so I'm gonna pick that up for Eliza.
First linens of the day. Here's a beautiful like embroidered basket table runner. I do have a stain on it, but I'll have to try to get out. Oh, it looks like it wasn't finished. It's got like pen mark on it. I think I'm gonna leave this here. There is this beautiful vintage apron with lace on the bottom. It's got these really long tails.
All right, cookbook offering of the day, Pioneer Woman. I think we've had this one before. Come and get it. But she's got really great recipes. A lot of good home-style country cooking.
Looks to be in mostly good shape, so I'm gonna grab this. This looks like a quilted place setting, but these are really pretty for like in the middle of a table. I'm gonna see if I can find more, but I'm definitely gonna grab this one. These are really cool Afghan. I like the colors in this. That's fun. I'm gonna grab this. That's cute. It's like a tan with a really soft green edge table runner. More lace here. I'll grab this whole bag. Oh, look at these coasters. This guy next to me kept finding more and more linens, like just a ton of doilies. Probably somebody destashing their vintage booth. I'm gonna grab all of these. More vintage linens. So cute. Here comes some more. Look at those flowers. Hankies.
All right, we got through all the book bins pretty much. Going through these over here now. Just kind of surfing and looking. I think that's an actual whole chair without its legs. It's kind of fun. Vera Bradley-esque.
All right, so this may be a super ratty quilt, but these are some of my favorite quilts. I'm gonna grab it.
Nothing over there that I wanted, so let's check these bins out here. I don't know if we're going to be staying for a switch out today. Depends on what the schedule looks like. It's very busy this week.
All right, so we're still digging for linens, and I saw this peeking out. Vintage Care Bear top sheet. Care Bear anything is always a really good seller. Battenberg lace in the same bin.
Looks like we got a couple galvanized tins over here. Oh, they've been planted in. Even better. I don't know what this string around them is. It's yarn. We will leave that here. I don't need it. All right, a couple of nice aged little tins with handles. Not sad about that.
So I'm on the complete opposite side where I found the last of these placemats, and I found two more. Let's see if there's any more linens that we like. Should I get this lace tablecloth? Looks like it's in pretty good condition. And it's a good size. This fits like a normal 6-seater table, I think. One more placemat. I think this isn't showing up the true color. It looks really light, but this is like a peach. And we've got this like lace on the top, the eyelet. I'm gonna grab this.
Look at them over here trying to get me to do canvas art. Those are nice heavy duty canvases, but they definitely need some new art. This looks almost like a paint by number. That's kind of fun. Nope, it's printed. No paint. Those big wreaths. That's a big one. Looks like someone's already glued a bunch of stuff to it though. Just found another one. That's 3 now. We might have to do something fun for Christmas. Iron Orchid Designs transfers or something on these. At the bins, I don't care if you open these. Let me see if I can get in this bag one-handed. There are 2 cookie cutters I want that we don't have. A little angel, and then it looks like a twisted hard candy or something like that. All right, we got them out. Little angel cookie cutter and a wrapped candy.
All right, so we loaded the books up in my briefcase, and we've got a bag of randoms, an entire bag of linens. A lot of that is really small embroidered linens and lace. We spent, how much money did we spend?
$45.
$45, that's pretty good. We're gonna hit up a couple more thrift stores. All right, next thrift store hopefully is a little bit warmer. We only stayed in that thrift store about 45 minutes because I was like, I can't wait for a bins change out. It's cold, I'm freezing.
We probably only missed it by 10 minutes. They were probably about ready to come do a change out, but Jami comes up to me, she's like, are you cold? I'm freezing. And she puts her hand on me and it's like ice. I'm like, all right, we can go. It's
still freezing cold. I would have had to wear like mittens and my Carhartt bibs that I can barely move in because they're so heavy. Like it was 45 degrees in there.
Yeah, because
50 maybe, but probably like 45.
It was 38 this morning when we woke up at the house.
They had the air conditioning on.
Yeah, they were blasting the AC.
It's only going to be 50 people. We don't need that. But we're headed to the Welfare Square Desert Industries thrift store. It's like kind of by downtown, but to the left. I think we're going to go here and maybe like Sugar House, and then we'll call it a day.
I'm just teasing you about your directions.
Oh, instead of saying,
What?
Zeb says that instead of saying to the left of downtown, I should say west of downtown. I guess it depends on which direction you're facing. But if you're driving in, right, like in the entrance, it's to the left of downtown. We're lucky I know my left and my right.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Zeb says he's gonna beat me to the yard, which is fine. I'm gonna go through the flannels. This J. Crew one for $7 is in really good shape. I'm gonna grab that. It's kind of like a pink color.
All right, here we go.
Here's another J. Crew one. This would actually be really cute with a tan colored puffer vest, which I'm actually looking for. See, this one is $7.
So I kind of like this frame just looking at it. Oh, it's a piece of floral art. I think that would be fun with a paint job. It's kind of blah, this brownish grayish color. $3. I think we can give that a fun little painted makeover. Let's check out what else they got. This frame here is looking pretty old. That's a print probably from the 80s. All right, they want $8 for that. That frame's a little, it's not fancy enough for me. I think this is kind of fun. That's a print also, $3. Is that wood or foam? I think it's foam. But I don't hate the art in there. Maybe a new paint job on the frame. Looks like someone already spray painted it. This utensil holder's fun. It's got the rooster on it. Looks like it's a little cracked on the inside. Actually, that looks like that's under the glaze. It's been like that its whole life, maybe. $3 for that. It's also eyeballing this candlestick up here. Not the shiny metal red one. That would be fun to paint, but this one here. Oh, it's got a pretty good chip and it's resin. All right, we'll pass on that one for today. Sorry, you guys are getting a super close-up of this aluminum mixing jar. I'm also liking this divided galvanized bucket. It looks like a bronze or brass handle. It's probably brass colored, but $4. Okay, I'll get it. I think this picture is crystal, not 100%. Yes, it is. Look at the fun shape on that. I've never found one that shape. It's only $5. Looking for any chips or breaks or cracks on it, but I don't see any. All right, is this Esquire Footman? Okay, so this is, all right, so you put your foot up here instead of like your other traditional one. Oh, it's broken right there. It's missing a piece. I don't have time to remake pieces right now.
So I really like this bowl. It looks to be hand painted. It's really greasy. I'm wondering if I just like distress it to kind of uniform that and then clean it really well. I think I'm gonna get it for $2. It's worth a try. And worst case scenario, I just repaint it, but I like the way it is. Let's check out the cart here. We have not got a sifter in a while, and we have all those new Christmas IOD transfers, so this is gonna be a good one. This looks like 70s reproduction of an older tin, but it's cute. It's $3, so I'm gonna grab that. They have so much in the kitchenware here. It's gonna take me a while to kind of filter through what I might want. I actually thrifted one of these this week already. Wonder if I need another one. Oh yeah, $5 is a little top of the mark. I feel like I only paid a couple bucks for the last one, so I'll leave that one here. Got a Ray Dunn birdhouse for $2. Or is it a salt house? That's what it says is salt, but to me that looks like a birdhouse, so I'm thinking it is. I'll look it up online. I like this Santa mug from Penny's. So it's like 26 years old. It's from 1999. It's $1.
All right, perusing through the frames, and there's a lot to peruse through. And right here, this little guy just sitting on top. I think that's like a plastic. So maybe just remove that and leave that alone. Get that out of there. 50 cents.
We've already got Christmas displays, which I will try to remember to show you, and I can't take credit for them because Keziah did them because we sold a table and we decided to just go ahead, bite the bullet, and get Christmas and fall in together, and she just did such a good job. So I'll try to remember to show you. It's awesome because a lot of the things in our displays are all the things that you've seen us thrifting over the last year or so. So it's kind of fun to see it all pulled together.
This is also kind of fun. It's older. It's a little bow on it, made out of wood. It's cracking a little like we like.
Display. Macasa. Oh, it's got some big chips. I'll leave that here.
Over here in the spoons, this looks like a little olive scoop, something like that. Might be walnut. They look similar. Olives can sometimes be a little more gray.
What struck me is this copper lid, but it's an Anthropology candle. It's Capri Blue, which is a pretty popular scent, and it's almost brand new. So I'm gonna grab this. It doesn't have a price on it, so hopefully it's not more than $1 or so. But these sell for like $40-ish for a candle this big. Here is a marble utensil holder. I think it's originally from Target, but it's a pretty one. Looks like we got a Pioneer Woman one. $3. This would actually make a really great pot.
Was over here looking at the mugs. I found this little creamer for $1. It's made in Germany. It does have a little crack, but I can't tell if that's under the glaze or not. It seems like it might have been there, but I'm not gonna worry about it for $1. It's still really fun. And the good side's not cracked.
Oh, I've got a swan. Good shape.
Is there a need for a hedgehog mug with a lid out there?
There's a whole bag of little cobalt blue and a few amber medicine bottles. $2. There's so much here, I feel like it's gonna take me forever to just like filter through the layers. We haven't been to this particular store in a while. This one's $4. What's the brand on that? Old Amsterdam. It's really cute, and I like the dark plum color, and it doesn't have any chips.
So I think this is like fake brass, but it is metal. What do you think?
Not my favorite, but dealer choice on that.
No, I'm not married to it either.
So I'm squatting down here on the bottom, and I found a cute little birdhouse. $4. Do we really want to spend? I think so. The size is right.
It's a good size.
These are only $2 each, and I like the galvanized picture style, so I'm gonna grab those. Perfect for transfers. Oh, look, there's another one buried over here.
Jamie's going through the metal aisle over there, but I found this green hermetic jar. It's definitely older. It's very heavy. You can see the thick glass on the bottom there for $1.
So this is cute. It's like a vintage metal box. It's $2. And interestingly enough, it's got a Belle Shireen tag on it. If you guys don't follow them, Will Woodworker on Instagram, a friend of mine, they must have had this at a market or something. But I like that it's got a lot of flat surface for cycling. All right, look at this angel. She's in good shape. I like the style. Oh, $5 is a little top of the mark for me on that. So I guess we'll leave it here.
I think I found some more crystal. Let me see if I can get it out of there without breaking everything. Little candy dish. Let's see, maybe it's just glass. It's got kind of a green hue to it. Yeah, I'm on the fence. I can't tell. I think, but either way, I really like the style of it. Yeah, that would work for doing stuff on the sticks. Also, look at this one. This one's already ready. Just needs a repaint.
All right, well, there's 2 feet for you.
Okay.
You got it?
Now I need to find things to put on them, though.
I'm gonna grab this. It's got a divided wood crate and then 2 metal liners in it. So you could use it for planting. Here is a made in Italy chopping board. I just like the size of it. This is like the perfect size for getting your lettuce and tomatoes ready for tacos. It's good for $1, ready for a makeover. All right, so I was across the aisle and I was like, what in the 70s is this quilt for $5? Oh, that's coming home with me.
It's really good.
That is so good. Here's another homemade quilt. Made with Love by Madeline. How much is it? $5. It's not perfect condition. I saw like a popped seam right there, but otherwise it's pretty good. This is a fun glass dish with a lid. $3. Looks like a leftover from a yard sale. It's just a really interesting knob on top of there. I'm doing my second look at the dishes and I found a new, just looks like it has some scuffs. Oh, it's got a chip in it. I'm gonna leave this here. It was Pampered Chef cake plate, but I like to try to buy them in good condition. Look at all these raisin plates for $1 each. Let's eat. We've got 4 of them and then 4 of just eat plates. I'm gonna grab all these. All right, I haven't seen a Vera Bradley bag like this with like the stiff handles. $2. Just came out on the cart. Let's see what else we've got here. Little beveled mirror for $3. We have a good amount of mirrors right now. Little crock, cheese crock, $2. See if there's anything else. All right, I'll hold the carts because we're at a slight angle here. What was the total? 110?
101.
$101 and 2 carts. What I love about this particular thrift store is there is always people in here getting orders. They do a lot of like things for the needy in the community. So it's always people here getting what they call bishop's orders. And you can always see so many happy families getting all the things that they need, homeless people, community outreach. So this one's a good one. All right, so we are in another Salt Lake thrift store. We started out at the Goodwill bins, then we went to the Desert Industries Welfare Square. Now we're in an area called Sugar House. This one's hit or miss. There are a lot of older homes here, so we do find more antiques here, but it's almost 11 o'clock, so I'm not holding my breath there's anything good left, but this is gonna finish out today's thrifting, and then we'll go home and paint some stuff.
It always just depends on if they're dedicated to bringing carts out.
Yeah, the other thrift store brought out 2 want carts, so we'll see what we get. All right, so we have the go backs, and this is only $2. These aren't huge sellers, but I'm wondering if we could paint it and put transfers on it.
To the yard. Is this plastic? I've got a couple things like that we have upstairs still that just haven't sold, so I'm gonna pass on that. So I think we have a large terracotta bowl down under here. Yes, we do, for $2.
We got here just in time. There's 2 carts over there and 1 cart coming out over here. It's like a little cart parade. Where do we go first?
This is a really good chest. I think they want $30 for it. I think we can get this in the car. Oh, it's in pretty good shape. It looks like it's got a bent hinge on the back that needs a nail or a screw, maybe a rivet. It's missing its tray, but I like it. We can just stack it on the other one that's in the shop right now.
All right, so off the carts, I got these dumbbells, 2 15-pounders. These are $2 each, which is a really good deal. I got a $2 all-clad pan, basically brand new. This is perfect for like eggs, and Odelia's gonna be in the cottage soon, so I need to start getting pans for her. And then Eliza loves embroidery, and there's a ton of embroidery floss here. I don't know, these are $4 each bag. I don't think that one is worth it, but we'll see what they'll do. That's perfect for $2. Good for a makeover, good for recipe books, or even art. Pretty done doggy dish for $2. came over here because I saw these ruffled edge pots. And they're just really cute. Is this an Anthropologie mug? It is not.
All right, we got this fun little platter. I don't see a maker on the back of it anywhere. It's $2. It's definitely older. The gold's wearing off of it, which, you know, I love a good cream platter. All right, is this a dog bowl? It says nibble. Ray done. $2. These bowls up top are pretty neat. Berkshire Way, Japan, hand painted. There's another one right here, but this one's cracked. So I think I'll just get the one bowl. Oh, it's got a lot of cut marks on it. I think I'm gonna leave it. This one here, this little plate is from Bavaria, $1.50. Maybe hand painted, maybe not. Might be a print, but still cool for $1.50. Not a dog dish, but it says bark. It's the older ones by Magenta.
All right, so this is an old hard hat from Wyoming. It's $3. Looks like it was at an antique store for $65, which I feel like it might be a little bit of a stretch, but maybe it's worth more than $3.
These are little Haviland plates. I wonder if that's a match. Maybe not. I'll check that one out in a minute. You can see it peeking up right there. But these are from France. Limoges. 3 of them. That one, I can't read the price on that one. Let's take a look here. $1 each.
This is a really cool, I don't know if it's jewelry holder or what, for $2. Just need some glue and a paint job.
This one here has 2 big chips on it, so we're gonna leave that one. All right, we're not too full, but let's see if we can make room for that trunk. Jamie's jacket. Gonna have to go live up front there. I think we can do it. There's a lot of room up front still.
So I spent $92, but $25 was this bag. This is all sports cards. I'll open it up and show it to you. This box, we've got a bunch of cards in here. I'm sure they're not in like pristine condition because they've just been thrown in a box. But Jack will have fun going through this, and maybe some of them will be worth money. And even if they're not, it's gonna be hours of entertainment for him. All right, I told you guys I would show you the Christmas display we got in here because I had some fun pulling things from the back. If you guys remember, a few weeks ago, we thrifted that 3-tiered display, and it's working out really well. Lots of good shelf space for all of our cool Christmas towels, our mugs out. We've got a lot of our handmade items here. Just lots and lots of Christmas. And I actually don't think it looks that bad to have Christmas and fall out together because the fall display is a little bit more neutral this year. So we've got fall copper with a little bit of bling right next to the Christmas, and then more fall. And then if you come this way, we've even got Christmas in the entryway. So if you guys want to shop any of our Christmas items, they are at JamiRayVintage.com. And we also have time to ship out some fall Halloween stuff to you still too.
So we are in the middle of a lot of projects. We just got done with channel membership, Paint-A-Palooza. There's scraps in the back from IOD. But tell us about these projects, Jamie. These are kind of fun.
So nothing over $2. So everything's $1, $1, $2, $2, and $2. And I think this one was $1. So I thought it would be fun to do a challenge. Like, can we make over projects that can be worth a decent amount of money when we're done and only spend $1 or $2 at the thrift store?
So let's see, we got $4,
This is
$6 total.
No, this is 2, 4, 6.
Oh, okay.
7, 8, 9, 10. So $10.
$10 total. $10 in projects, and then we'll let you know at the end what the total is that we're going to list them for.
Yep.
Talk to them.
All right, you guys thought that I was going to have Zeb paint this, but I decided when I saw it that it would be cute painted veranda. So I'm using cottage color in the veranda. I'm going to paint the whole thing. And then I think I'm going to do like a dark wax, or maybe I'll let Zeb do a dark wax on it if he wants to. But I think it's just going to look old and worn, and it's hand carved.
Yeah,
So
I think the dark wax will help the wood look old, because right now it's kind of looking light. It is a little older. It's probably from like the 80s or 90s, which isn't terribly old, but
95.
starting to be, 95. So 30 years ago.
Yep, this is 30 years old, and we're getting it painted up.
All right, these boxes here, I wanted to really stencil some boxes, and I still have the stencils out earlier today, so we're gonna do some labeling on this box here. This is gonna get painted, and we're gonna do a transfer on that, maybe an inlay. I don't know what Jami had planned for it. Transfer on this for sure. We're gonna paint some silver.
It was $2. It had been in collectibles. Nobody bought it. I bought it for $2. I'm not going to feel guilty about painting this. So yes, this is getting painted, and then obviously paint and transfer on this. I am thinking I'm going to use clementine. I've got that out.
Okay.
And I really like this one, so everything might get clementine on it. Who knows?
I like clementine. It's a really good new transfer. It is a limited release for the holiday seasons in 2025. So if you want it, I would suggest getting it, because once we get on to the spring release, they're not reordering more of it. Like, what they have is what we're going to get. So if they run out, we run out.
So if you already have one, buy another one. You're going to want it.
The clementine transfer is very festive, even though it could be used year round.
If you do the right colors, you can change it from boho to Christmas to holiday, whatever,
Yeah.
based off of what you put behind it. So both of these are going to go, are you doing juniper or?
Juniper,
Okay,
yeah.
juniper on both of those.
And I'm not going to worry about, like, this is all the more paint I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a heavy distress once it's dry, and then we'll put the transfer on and wax it, or maybe oil wax it. Once the transfer goes on, it will be for decor only. This will still be functional for reading cookbooks or whatever.
Picture this as a little transfer holder.
Yeah. So while I'm over here painting this, Jami is very delicately cutting this with her, what is that? What brush is that?
Oh, I'm using the FA40.
So she's cutting this with the FA40, which is a fairly new brush that we've just pulled out. Some of our brushes are old and frayed. Let me see if I can find one. This one here, it's been around the block. Look at all the paint on the ferrule. It would be hard to cut with a brush like this.
It's not going to be perfect. I'm just doing my best because this is pretty detailed work here, but I'm just going to stuffing it in and then dragging the paint out to the edge. And I'm just going to paint this lip, and I'm also going to paint the lid, and kind of the same way I'll come up here.
You're going to leave the top silver?
I'm going to leave the top silver. I'm going to come around the edge. And you could still put food in here. Obviously, you can like keep it warm, but you could still put food on the inside. It would still be food safe. So
I'm thinking you use it for decor, throw some candy in there.
you could put a little trifle there for the holidays or whatever, because the inside is still going to be food safe. The outside's just going to be cutesy.
I think this box is cedar. It smells like cedar. It looks like cedar. It's got a nice brass piano hinge on the back. Probably some woodshop project. I don't know what this blue here and this red is here on the corner. I don't know what's happening there. I sanded it a little bit. But I am going to go with some DIY weathered wood. You guys have seen us use this a ton. It's been a little bit since we've used it, but it's going to absorb down in. It's going to hide this red really well, and then it works amazing for doing a distressed finish with a stencil to look like an old tote or crate. Look at Jami's neat little paint job there. She did so good with that big brush.
Well, sometimes I'm not super patient, so I got to get things done.
Also,
But
this sifter.
yeah, so people ask us if you could paint cottage color on metal. If this was something that you were going to be like scrubbing a lot, then I would say, okay, you probably need to use a primer. But this is literally for decor only. And once this dries, it'll be just fine to wipe down as needed. And when I do these, I like to leave the handle natural. I'll either leave this natural or maybe put dark on it, but I'm not gonna paint the wood. And so I just kind of paint around that. And the coverage is pretty good. Americana is one of those colors that does really cover well. Some of the other ones need more coats, but this one's covering well.
This weathered wood is one of my favorites. On a lot of projects, you can basically get one coat coverage because this DIY paint is so thick and it's gonna absorb right down into this wood. I'll be able to do a distress on here in my stenciling, and this will be probably the fastest project of all of them.
Oh, I'm pretty fast over here.
I know, she's whipping through her projects. It's not a race.
It's not a race, that's right.
With the DIY clay-based paint, it does not have a self-leveler, so just remember to nice, neat brush strokes on this one. Get your paint on and then straighten them out if you need to. But you guys can see how good this is going on. And covering up that red.
So I'm using the 12th Night paint inlay. We haven't used this one a ton, but I was looking at it, I'm like, this is a lot of really good images. So it's Christmas and holiday themed, but I think it's gonna look really good with this juniper in the background.
So not everything is gonna get clementine.
No, can you open that though? You can put your paint inlay to pretty much any water-based sealer that we carry. So I'm gonna be using liquid patina. Sometimes I use our gloss. This one is a little less shiny. I'll make sure I apply it nice and liberally. And then you just have to be really careful for the length of time that you leave it on there. You only wanna leave it on there for 5 minutes. So it's on here, make sure that's nice and centered. Okay, I'm gonna get the back of the paint inlay wet, and then we'll let it dry for 5 minutes and we'll peel it back. Not 20 minutes, not 7 minutes, 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you get the back wet and then you peel it off and the image remains. If you wait too long, it will peel it up and you'll have paper stuck to it. But you get a great kind of distressed image look when you do it into the transfer medium, which is the liquid patina, or you could use the top coat in any of the finishes. So I've got a polishing cloth and I'm not taking off all the patina, but I'm just kind of going over the top of it to bring out a little bit of that shine.
It's definitely making it brighter.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to keep going, you could get all the tarnish off, but I'm not really worried about that. I'm just taking a little bit off. So I have a little shine. Same thing on the edge. I'm just hitting the tops and that silver is just coming out. So I need to seal up this paint inlay, and I'm literally just gonna take my liquid patina and lightly go over it. Do not overwork it or you will smear it. That's it. I'll let that dry and then I'll do another coat and we'll be good to go. I'm using cottage color in plaster, and Zeb is going to stencil using our French grain sack minis.
So I think I'm gonna do the whole one on the front and the back. Let me make sure this is the way it opens. Oh, that's upside down. No, it's right.
No, it's right side. It's just stuck with paint.
Stuck with paint. All right. Whew. Make sure you're doing it the right direction. So I'm gonna do the whole stencil here on the front and the top. And then I think I'm just gonna do the monogram and maybe the Roger and Gallant, or Galette, I don't know how you say that, over on the side.
It's French, so it's probably Gallet.
You're probably right.
You don't use all the letters. They're not necessary. They're just there for looks. All right. Oh, ta-da!
We're gonna distress this whole thing, so it'll be pretty good once it's distressed too.
Okay, I'm using clementine, and I'm using just a whole sheet on this. I did cut the bottom off, so that way it's nice and flush with the bottom, and then I'm just bringing the design up to the top, and then we'll seal it up. I'll show it to you guys once it's on here. All right.
We're going upside down.
Here we go. Ta-da! Now it just needs to be distressed.
it wasn't just enough to leave it painted.
Oh, well, we're gonna...
This is from the Clementine transfer as well.
So I'm gonna come in the middle first, because this is gonna be interesting to get down, because it's very curved in a lot of different ways. So be patient, expect imperfections. Start in the middle and then you work your way out on one side and then do the other side. But I think this is gonna be really pretty. I made sure it was centered with the handle, with the lid, and it will come down onto both pieces.
My box is stenciled and the bottom is painted now. I always have to wait until I'm done with the top to do the bottom. Now we're gonna take her outside and do a heavy distress. And Jami will be over here for a while, trying to make sure that this is as neat as she can possibly get it.
It's fine. It'll be a little cracky, just like me.
I've got 200 grit sandpaper on here, and it's actually a little bit worn. It's not brand new. I'm gonna go over the edges and then try not to go over the middle as much. I don't want to remove all of that stencil.
All right, so I've lightly distressed this. And we're gonna make sure all the, make sure I'll have to wipe it off, let it dry, and then we'll put a transfer on it.
Gotta get all that sanding dust off before you transfer.
You do not want to transfer over sanding dust.
All right, I have dark oil wax. This is a Sweet Pickins product. It does dry hard like a resin, so later down the road, if you want to do something over it, you can come back through and transfer more if you want. It's not like a traditional paste wax that needs to breathe. But I wanted this to kind of stain the wood and not be like a light, just distressed wood. I wanted it to look darker, which is why I'm doing this.
That actually looks so good. It makes me want to like take pictures of all the labeling that we love in England and come up with an England pack.
Oh, that would be fun. I mean, sometimes they're just painted on the sides of old buildings and the sign's been there for 200 years. Jami and all the funky surfaces. This has like ribs and it says cups and whatever on the side of it. 3 cups, 1 cup, 2 cup.
Just have to be like patient and willing to make mistakes, and you can do it. It's not that hard.
Okay, the transfer is on and she did amazing.
I am gonna just brush on a coat of final finishes, but it is otherwise done.
I'm just using this little 1/2-inch stencil brush. We're also going to, let's scooch this over here so we don't get all over the drop cloth. We're also dark oil waxing the pink. Probably one of my favorite colors to dark oil wax is Veranda. It just makes it look so good, so aged. This little horse from the 90s is gonna look like it's from the 1905s. Is that a thing? 1905s? All right, horse is all oiled up. We're gonna wipe it back. It won't stay this dirty looking. That's a little too dirty. Looks like we just dug it out of the dirt.
There you go.
It'll just stay down in the cracks.
It's gonna be aged. I love it so much. More dark oil wax. We decided to seal this up with that just to kind of age it.
Well, it gets the wood aged more than anything where you distressed it. It's not gonna really necessarily age the transfer of the paint too much because there's a built-in sealer in the paint.
But it will also seal the transfer, which we needed to do anyways.
Yep, we got a seal over the top of that transfer.
We promised that we'd give you pricing, so we spent $10 total. Some of these items were $1 or $2. This item here is going to be $48.95. And that's not because of what I paid for it. It's because of what it is, how big it is, how gorgeous it turned out. Like, this is really fun. And I think that I will possibly dig through some more silver that I have some pieces like this and redo them. This right here is going to be $28.95 for the recipe holder. This box is $24.95. We've got $24.95 on the rocking horse, $18.95 for the stag cutting board, and then $22.95 for the sifter. So I think overall we did great. We're well over $100 for $10 plus supplies of product. So hopefully this inspires you to get to thrift flipping.
Loving how all of these products turned out, and on some of them we used less than, I mean, the amount of paint we used is very little, and we used a little scrap of transfer here, a little scrap of transfer there, scrap of inlay, and a stencil that you can reuse innumerable amount of times. I've not worn one out yet.
I would say we spent about $20-ish all total on paint products, maybe 25 because I did use a whole sheet on the recipe box holder, and we spent 10. I added it up. It's $169.70 will be what we will sell all of those items for when they sell. And so I think that's a pretty great turnaround. We do that every week on 15 to 20 items plus the items that we thrift flip, and that is how we stay afloat. There's so many people that come in and out of business. We've seen it in the last decade, and if you want to be a reseller who sticks around, you have to make sure that you're buying at the right price, doing the right upgrades, and selling at the right price. If you guys need paint products for your flips, visit JamiRayVintage.com. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY
and thrifting.